Hello everyone and welcome to Austin Alley Adventures. I'm standing in probably the smallest but one of the most important rooms in an RV. And if you love to do DIY like I do, you want to bring your own style and flair to transform this room from a bathroom to a throne room. So today, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to install Subway Tile Backsplash, a vessel sink, and a Waterfall Faucet to our Alliance Avenue 32 RLS. Now we got this idea from Terry Schmidt on a Facebook forum page, and she posted a couple pictures of their bathroom remodel. My wife saw it, and here I am today. So you're not going to want to miss this. Hang tight. Before we get started, I've already disconnected the water and bled the line. So first thing we're going to do is take out the old faucet. Pretty much the only thing holding down the faucet to the countertop is two water connections and a nut under the sink. Once you unscrew the nut, the water lines unscrew at the bottom of the faucet. Nice thing about that is we can reuse them in the new faucet. The fittings on the end of these water lines are custom for RVs, so it's best to try and reuse them. The next step, we'll undo 4 screws underneath the cabinet to drop the sink out. Unscrew the drain from the sink first, then unscrew the clips. Now let's cut the seal on the silicone between the bowl and the countertop. Once we cut around the entire bowl, it should pop right out. So now that everything's removed, I have unobstructed access to the wall, so I can start installing the Subway peel and stick tile. First thing we need to do is make sure the area is clean. I'm using alcohol, making sure I get into all the bumpy little cracks in this wallpaper. Then it's just measuring and sticking it to the wall. One pro tip, I'm using Gorilla Glue heavy duty construction adhesive to make sure these tiles will not come down unless I take them down. And there you have it. I only went 3 tiles high just on the back wall underneath the medicine cabinet. Now that it's finished, we can get back to the sink and the faucet. Now I'm going to clean the remaining silicone off the countertop around the edge of the hole. Then we can get the new sink overlaid in the hole opening and mark out the new sink shape on the countertop. So with a pencil, mark where it touches the countertop. I'll do this all the way around the bowl to ensure a nice snug fit. This is not an exact science, so I might have to dry fit and trace it with a pencil several times until I feel it's a good fit. Now, for the messy, noisy part of the installation. So once I get the hole to my liking, I'm going to place the faucet and sink in position for one last dry fit. This weather stripping is what I'm going to use to put around the inside of the hole to set the sink into. What I'm trying to achieve is just taking up a little bit of the gap underneath the vessel sink, plus provide a little bit of cushion when the sink sits on it. Just peel the tape off and start in the back center and work around the hole. The reason to start in the back is to keep any seam out of sight. Remember the 2 water lines we saved? I'm going to reuse them in the new faucet right here. just screw them on at the bottom. The next step, I'll put the faucet in first, because when the vessel sink goes in, it really gets tight behind it. The faucet is just held in by this C-type clamp. The screw just comes up underneath to hold it in place. So while the sink's out, I'll get it snugged up. And since we have easy access to the water lines, we'll just hook those up while we're here. Red is to the hot line, blue is to the cold line. By using the old water lines, everything screws right back where it came from. Plus, I don't have to worry if they're the right length. Remember, no wrenches on these lines, hand tightening is sufficient. Now I'm going to drop the vessel sink down into place. It sits there nice and snug. I want to make sure all the gaps around the sink are taken up. After it's in place, I'm going to take a tape measure and measure front to back and side to side to ensure everything is level. Now I can try to set the drain. Hopefully I can use this drain. If not, I'll just use the old one until I can find a new drain that fits. The waistline from under the sink will go directly into the pipework. No cutting, just put it in there. It all lines up, it'll all be good. Now I'm going to run a nice bead of caulk around the sink base. I'm using the DAP Quick Seal Adhesive Caulk. That'll fill in all the gaps and help keep the sink in place. So here are some before shots. And now, our beautiful new vessel sink and faucet with Subway Backsplash. Pretty much anybody can do this. Just do your homework before starting and take your time. All the materials in this project was under 125 bucks, and it totally transforms the bathroom. If this is a project you'd like to tackle, I'll leave the links in the description below. If you got anything out of this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.